Okay, we have a little unpacking video here. Well, it's not really an unpacking, but I don't know, whatever, unpackaging video. I just went and I ordered online and went and picked up 4 packs of Recollections paper packs or whatever. They don't make this paper, but they're packaging it up in these very convenient packs, I would imagine. Um, Foil cardstocks. Okay, now one of them is going to be that kind of rainbow style of foil. Now, this is different than the ones that I have. One of the things that I knew immediately was because of the 65 pound, and I saw that online, but I thought, well, I mean, it looks pretty good, no matter what type of paper it is, and I want to experiment on it. I got 2 packs of it because it was one of those things, buy one, get one, 50% off. And I don't know, I was buying 3 packs of this type of paper, not the rainbow one. I got 2 other ones that I'll show you here, but let's take a look at this and let's see how thick this is. Okay, now 65 pound, it feels pretty good, but I'll show you the difference between this one here, okay, and the one that I've been using. Okay, this one's the Mirror Card Hollow Waves. Tonic Studios, but I think it's the old chrome coat one here. Now, see this one right here? It looks a little bit different, doesn't it? See, this one's a little bit more mellow. It seems a little bit more textured, too. Okay, just in general. See this right here? The colors are a little bit brighter. These ones are a little bit more muted, which isn't bad, though. I'm all for variety and trying things out. Okay, now the back looks definitely like I don't know, looks like a cardboard or something, or not cardboard, but like a craft style of a surface or something like that. Where this one seems more like a true cardstock type of paper. So that's why I think this one. I don't know. I was told this was chrome coat by people at Kelly Paper, so I believe them because they know paper like nothing else. But yeah, this is made in China here. So this is distributed by MSPCI, or I don't know, whatever that is. So I don't know, but this looks, pretty interesting here. A lot of times what I'm doing on my the other one is I'm trying to mute it down because it's just such a loud paper. So I do a lot of coverage like that. But this one's a little bit more muted, so maybe a little bit more pastel in surface. I look forward to trying that out. Okay, got 2 packs of that, for that great price. As long as everything works on it, I'm good with it. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. This one is the, I don't know. Let me see right here. This one is the okay, this one's the multicolor paper. And I liked that range of hue down here. Okay, I also got this one right here, which is, they call it the primary. I don't know. I didn't see scenes being stamped down on these ones, but I wanted to try it out, while I'm getting this stuff. I mean, it's very reasonable in price, I think. So a pack, I don't know, like 2 packs were of the rainbow one were $4.49 each, okay? And these ones right here, one of them, since you get it at $5.99, and the other one's at $2.74 because of that 50% off. I don't know, deal or whatever. I don't know if it's today or this week or what. But these are the ones that I'm really curious about. I've wanted some different colors of foil. I've been using silver and gold. But I didn't even really take a look. I've been busy testing those ones. I have my kind of I don't know, my stamping time full, and I didn't get around to really checking out some different websites. I knew it was on there, but I didn't know about the multi packs. I didn't know they were so cheap too. But here's the colors right here. So I really wanted to do some on red. I've seen some foil cards done on red. The green too, for sure. And look at these blue ones right here. This one's like I don't know, what color would would you say that is? I don't know, like a cobalt or something like that. It depends what type of light you have on there. And then, of course, I don't know, that's like a dark, it's almost like a violet blue. But I wanted to do some white impressions on this type of dark blue. But again, I didn't want to get like a 25 pack of like one of these colors because I really don't see myself doing, you know, a 25 pack of these. That's 100 quarter size cards. So I didn't really see myself ever doing that many of it. And I wanted to try something on purple for a while too. So I think this is the color, in terms of the straight color ones, that'll really suit me well. In fact, this is the perfect range right here. Can you imagine some stampings of silver and gold on that green right there? That would be, either one of these would make a great Christmas type of scene, I think. Or whatever you end up stamping on there. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to try to keep this in this pack here and keep it tight. I don't know. I guess I could put it on my shelf right here. Let's take a look at the primaries here. It wasn't really too hot into some of these colors, like I said. I don't know, they just don't stand out to me, but we'll figure out some different types of applications for it. I think this red in here could be a little bit different than this one. I'm not sure. Maybe they're the same. No, I think that, well, I don't know. One of them looks a little bit darker. Is this a little bit more of a warmer red? It does look a little bit warmer, doesn't it? Yeah, this one's a little bit different here. This one's more of like a cherry red. This one's like a warm red right here, I think. Alright, so that one, I don't know, looks pretty good. There's the orange. Okay, the orange looks better to me than this. You know, this isn't like a photograph. It's, well, I guess it is like a photograph, but, you know, they're printing it on just matte paper. So this doesn't do it justice here, okay? So here's that orange. Actually, that orange looks really good, doesn't it? It's it's almost like a coppery orange. Of course, it's reflective, but I just mean the actual tone of it. Okay, no, I changed my mind. These look pretty good. This gold here, okay. I mean, they call it primary, so I guess that would be the yellow, but you make it metallic and it's gold. Okay, and green and blue. So I'm guessing this green and blue? I don't know. Are these going to be different than the other two? Let me check this one out again. And then, yeah, I don't know. If you want to pick up these different types of packs, you can decide if you like it or not. Where's that other... Wasn't there another blue in here? Oh, yeah, here. Okay, these are different here. So that one's much more of a purplish blue, like I said before. And this one's more like a cobalt or something. Yeah, actually pretty good. Well, this one would be good for like a... I mean, just looking at it in the colors like that, you go like that and it says, it kind of screams like underwater, doesn't it? This one right here, kind of interesting green. Let's see what it looks like in comparison to this green. So I guess they, you know, with it being made on this type of cardboard, or like chipboard, like a really thin chipboard, they probably saves a lot of money. This is interesting to me because this one looks like a much smoother surface to me. Doesn't it look like that to you? And then this one right here seems much more textured for some reason in the primary. I don't know. I mean, I like them both, but and this one's real irregular too. You can see some kind of irregular types of marks on it, or it's not quite as coated. And okay, now see here. Oops. All right, I'm just taking this out of the pack. This one right here, I can really see some, some little kind of imperfections in the foil. I mean, it's not any big deal. It's, at this price, I don't care about that. If I was paying like $2 per sheet for some of that type of foil, then I'm kind of, going over things pretty carefully. So I guess I don't need that. But here's what I don't like about foils. See, I take it out of that pack and immediately the stuff's, I mean, it just starts curling on you like this, see? I mean, you just counterbend it like this. It's not too big of a deal, but it's kind of a hassle when you're stamping on it. But yeah, everything's just really starting to curl on me, coming out of that pack. But look how beautiful that is. All right, so anyways, some different foils here. I also did a couple little videos of some of the individual sheets of different foils that I've seen online that look pretty cool. But again, they're like $2 per sheet, and you know, for a 1 by 12 sheet. I'm not really into working on that type of a surface. You know, I think it's pretty pricey, you know, and it's, I don't know, that's not something that everyone's going to be, you know, working on all the time. So I try to, you know, work on those types of things that are, you know, going to be fairly affordable here. So we're talking about 100 sheets of, not this one right here, but of these foils here. You know, a lot in the rainbow because I foresee myself using quite, you know, quite a bit more of this type here, and I think I'm set up for life. So 100 sheets, and this all cost me about $18. So not too bad, you know, in terms of price point, especially with that kind of sale. You know, $6 a pack, 25 sheets, 8.5 by 11, so full size sheets. And I think I'm really, really set, you know, on foils for, I don't know, life, maybe? Stamping life, at least. And I think these will be a lot of fun to play around with, so I'll start on some tests on this material. I'm guessing they're going to be of a similar kind of surface consistency between all three of them, coming out of the same plant, just with a different type of color on them. So we'll test them out with the Brilliance, like I've been using on the on my other mirror holographic, and we'll see how things go. And just in terms of the whatever stampability, transferability of the ink on here, the drying time, and I think I have a feeling, I don't know for sure, that heat setting on this type of thing, I think we're going to get a really, you know, quick curling, and we'll see how this type of paper takes the heat setting in terms of it possibly kind of melting or puckering up of the surface area. So I'm really curious to test all that out, but I don't know. I feel that this is, like I said again, I think it's a pretty affordable thing, and you don't have to pay for shipping too if you have a Michael's nearby. You can go on there and buy it right off the shelf, or you know, curbside delivery or whatever. So, all right, so really exciting stuff. Can't wait to try it out, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And if you like it, you might consider picking up a pack or two of these different colors here. It could be really exciting in terms of, you know, potential looks that we can get from our stamping. Whatever you happen to be stamping on it, scenes or whatnot. All right, thanks for watching.